Ngatho cia mwanya mwiroreri wa GTN TV ndakunyitogani thiini wa mohoro maitu ma GTN at 1 ikireketie kwihanda wega ni thaa 7 cia miaraho umuthi ari ni tariki 5 mweri-ini wa gatano mwaka wa 2026 gakihoka hari ore muthenya waku no gikoretwo uri mwega hari hothe uri na nguria na gitio kinene muno ukorwo kinyitanira nani ngoro ngikumenyithia maria tukoretwo tukuhariirie metha-ini ino itu ya mohoro na no thi hari mwena wa Facebook at GTN TV Digital kana hari mwena wa YouTube at GTN Digital TV ukorwo kiaraniria na ithu imwe kwa imwe ukutwire urerorera uri mwena uriku wa bururi ni njitagwo Rose Duta na tukiambiriria ni ati mutongoria wa bururi William Ruto na uria uri icera-ini ria thirikari bururi-ini turigaini wa Tanzania ni aranire kurutithanio wera na bururi ucio hari gutigirira ukuria mukinyaniru wa mabururi maya meri akiaria mbere ya bunge ya bururi ucio kuria anyitetwo ugeni ni President Samia Suluhu no etitie mogaruruku maria mangitigirira ugashiru nginyagia wa gitaro kia Afrika tukorwo tugithie imwe kwa imwe bunge-ini iyo tuigwe kiria atongoria aya marariria gukinyiria riu.
This message to every forum, to every summit, and to every table until reform is no longer debated but delivered. Honorable members, unity remains our greatest leverage. When Africa speaks with one voice, reform ceases to be a request and becomes an inevitability. Continental instruments such as the Africa Continental Free Trade Area are already demonstrating what is possible when we act together. We must now match that ambition with institutions and financial systems that enable progress rather than obstruct it. From strengthening regional and continental institutions to reshaping global finance and governance, the path forward is clear. We cannot build prosperity in isolation. We cannot secure progress alone. We cannot shape the future while divided. We must build it together, deliberately, systematically, and with unwavering resolve. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as I bring this address to a close, allow me to reflect briefly on leadership. Leadership is above all a privilege that comes with responsibility. Honorable members, it demands that we honor our word, fulfill our promises, and deliver on the trust that our people have placed on us. The trust test of leadership is not the offices we hold, but the outcomes we deliver and the courage we show in delivering them. In Kenya today, we are making deliberate progress in expanding healthcare, strengthening education, and delivering housing at scale as part of a broader commitment to dignity and shared prosperity. These efforts have required courage, the courage to make difficult decisions in pursuit of long-term national gain. Because leadership is not about following the crowd, but about leading with conviction, even when the path is not easy. It is this same spirit that we must now lead beyond our borders, because the choices we make as nations will determine the strength we build as a region and the influence we command as a continent. The investments we are making in infrastructure, energy, agriculture are not projects for one country alone. They are part of a broader vision of shared strength, one that connects our economies, aligns our interests, and advances our common future. And so, I extend a clear invitation to the private sector in the United Republic of Tanzania Let us partner in this transformation. Let us invest together, build together, grow together, so that the prosperity we create is not divided but shared.
Ni tugukorwo tugikurehera ndumiriri kana riboti iyo mathaini mahwaine na njira ndikeru. Tukithii na mbere ni ati mutongoria wa bururi wa Tanzania Samia Suluhu Hassan na keneikitie ritana ria unyitaniri gatagati wa bururi wa Tanzania na Kenya niguo kuhota kung'ethanira na kiria augite ni ciiko ingithararia thayo wa muingi. Akiaria hindi ya icera ria President Ruto bururi-ini ucio ni oriti atongoria gukorwo makioera makinya mahiu kuri aria mangithararia thayo, akiuga wiyathi ndubataire gukorwo ukihuthika na njira iria itagireire.
In Psalms 133, correct? Yes. And in that verse, he told us, that verse says how good and how pleasant it is when brothers live together in unity. That is the unity of purpose we are called upon here. And as he read that verse, I was seeing uhuru na umoja. We got uhuru. But what happened to umoja? That is what the prayer man was telling us. Unity. And I want to add that if he had continued reading that verse, in verse 3, it says, where there is unity, God commands a blessing. So, that is the future.
Hatuna haja ya kugawana. Hatuna haja ya kushangilia maovu yanayotokea upande mmoja na upande wa pili wakashangilia. Tunazungumza jinsi ya kudeal na hawa watoto wetu watovu wa adabu wanaojiita nani hilo jina hao eti na wenyewe wanajifanya ni hao wa East Africa. Kwa hiyo popote wanakwenda kupigania demokrasi. Kwa hiyo wafanye fujo huku, wachome huku, wadisturb serikali zao. Nikamwambia Ruto, we have to send firm on this watovu wa adabu hao. Tusichague wa Tanzania au wa Kenya. Wakija kwangu na chapa mikwaju, wakija kwako chapa mikwaju. Ili wakae sawa. Na hapo tutapata jumuiya ambayo ina watu wenye heshima na ina watu walionyooka. Demokrasi lisituchafulie nchi zetu wala mila zetu wala desturi zetu. Demokrasi haina formula. Demokrasi ya kule mbali tofauti na ya kwetu huku. Sisi kwetu tuna mila zetu na desturi zetu zinazokwenda na hiyo demokrasi. Kwa hiyo kwa namwambia mwenzangu, hebu tusimame mguu sawa kulinda hizi nchi zetu. Walikuwa educated, sisi learned. We learned from the past experiences, si ndio? Kwa hiyo sasa the learned lazima tuhakikishe East Africa inasima.
Nao atongoria kuma kaunti-ini ya Kiambu ni maikitie ritana ria urumwe hamwe na uteti wa thayo riri bururi werekeire ithurano-ini nene. Makiaria mwena wa Thika, muteti John Mwaura oriti atongoria gutigana na njambanio na merekerie mayo hari gutungatira muingi wa bururi. Aikario nao matitigitwo na thutha kuona ni moyete ikinya ria kuria atongoria magie na thayo niguo kurehe uthii wa na mbere matura-ini.
I never left the screens. Now they are here.
There are issues with about confrontationals between especially members of parliament and the governor. Sometimes you see even when the president is coming to this region, you realize that it is heckling and heckling and heckling. Those are not the issues that we want to have as people of Kiambu. People of Kiambu have decorum. So whenever you see those people who are there doing those manner of things, we are going to talk with our people. we are going to grow. Sometimes when you see some of these people heckling, something like that one, because a job, they don't have jobs to do. That is why when you call them anytime, they are available. You go and give them some more money there and there. And that is what we want to stop in Kiambu. Such that readers do their work. If it is members of parliament, let them go and registrate. Let them go and oversight. Let them go and represent the people. When you are there as a member of parliament, you are supposed to go there and make law. To come and help the community that you are representing. But if you are all over heckling, abusing each other, you cannot go anywhere as a community. So I want to encourage all the leaders, wherever you are in the part of Kenya, and especially in this Kiambu County government, let us be united. You are chosen or you are elected by your people to represent them. You cannot be fighting. That is not your money. That is taxpayers' money. You are paid by taxpayers. Unite as people. If you don't unite, you're not going to go anywhere. Let's unite.
Yes, in this time, we've been seeing goonism, a lot of goonism, which was not experienced years back. And what I'm saying, me as Julia aspiring in Thika for the MP seat, I am not going to be party of that goonism. First of all, I'm a member of Justice and Peace, which is in the Catholic Church. And that way, I am driven by that belief that we need to have justice and at the same time have peace. So for myself, I won't participate in goonism, but I'll talk with the people and they listen. That this time, let us not have fights, let's not have voter bribery, listen to your leader and follow your leader who tells you the right things to do.
Nayo kanjo ya magavana ni yukite hamwe niguo kurora ciĩgemainie na ikuũ iria ihanĩkaga kũrĩ atumia na ciana cia ngenge bũrũri-inĩ na ũrĩa ikuũ icio ingĩhota kũnyihio. Rĩu kanjo ĩno ĩtabanĩtie mĩcemanio thĩinĩ wa kaunti ciothe 47 niguo gwetha mĩtaratara ĩrĩa ĩngĩhũthĩka kũnyihia ikuũ ici. Mĩeri 8 thutha wa kũrũgũria rũhonge rwa data rwa gĩbũrũri, kaunti nyingĩ ikoretwo ikĩandĩkithia namba nini ya ikuũ, ingĩ igakorwo itarĩ. Maabitha nao a ũgima wa mwĩrĩ matigane kana hamwe na anyiti itemi matiganĩte makoretwo magĩtabania mĩcemanio mwena wa Naivasha nĩguo gũteithia kaunti iria igũmĩirwo nĩ thĩna ũyũ.
Some leaders are there, but there are some leaders who, beside their title, show us results. They come to the level of the front line and engage with the frontline workers. And once you remove barrier, I think everybody can be able to access to you. Even as leader, probably you know where we need to go together.
The fact that the governors every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays pick the report and they call me and tell me, we've realized there was a lapse somewhere, there's somebody that didn't do their job and the like. I feel extremely very proud that this conversation has gone to the highest doorstep of the people that we wanted them to be accountable for any loss. That to me is the greatest milestone. For the fact that governors seated in a room speak about MPDSR. The emphasis on surveillance, accountability, and response is exactly what we need to drive meaningful and measurable change. Today's engagement is particularly important as we align the MPDSR investment case with the support from the Gates Foundation. This presents a valuable opportunity to ensure that our priorities are not only well-defined, but also adequately resourced and strategically implemented. As we deliberate today, I encourage us to focus on a few areas. First, strengthening the use of data to inform decision-making and action. Every maternal and newborn death reviewed must lead to clear, actionable insights. It will be meaningful if we just review and have this data, but we sit on the data without doing anything. Action must follow.
We go to almost every country in Africa. The target they have for 2030 is almost the same for maternal deaths, for under 5, for the newborns. But in terms of getting there, we are at different phases, different stages in the continent. When there's impact, people come, resources follow. Even some resources that were not meant for some things, you can see they can be changed to follow where people are seeing impact. And therefore my advice
Nacio nyumba cia mohoro ni cioritio guthie na mbere na kuhe muingi uhoro mukinyaniru na wa mahatari muthutukanio riri uteti uthiete na mbere na kunyita thinga bururi-ini. Makiaria hindi ya gukungwira wiyathi wa andiki a mohoro Nairobi muthenya wa ira, mucirithania wa igoti itugiru Isaac Lenora aririkanitie amemerekia ati wira wao ni wa bata hari kugacirithia bururi.
Is regarding air-driven integrity. As a government, we are deploying detection capabilities to identify generative, synthetic, and manipulated content that targets media practitioners. Number 2, to support media viability, we recognize that as advertising revenues shift with an estimated 64% of spend moving to digital by 2029, we must work together to rebuild sustainable business models for journalism. Number 3, we are committed to digital sovereignty, ensuring that as our nation transitions from consumers to creators, our local narratives, indigenous languages are actively protected from automated propaganda. The viability of a modern media economy is intrinsically linked to robust connectivity. The superhighway pillar of the government's data plan is provided laws. Alongside this, we are deploying 1,000 across the country to scale digital skilling for public communication, like complemented by 25,000 free public Wi-Fi hotspots to ensure that information access remains a fundamental right rather than a privilege.
As Kenyans, we must also be honest ourselves. The fact that we continue to navigate very difficult periods as we approach a general election where public discourse increasingly tense, Gunism is becoming the and where political competition is sometimes innocent.
Na ripoti iyo igagitoa mweke wa kwamba guikiria ntugukorwo tugicokereria kahinda-ini gatari kuraya.
RBG Engineering Limited is an engineering company that specializes in fabrication and forming projects involving stainless steel, mild steel, and aluminum, and is committed to quality, reliability, and cutting-edge technology. Our services include metal folding, metal cutting, architectural steelwork, on-site services, while ensuring we collaborate with our clients from the initial idea stage, developing the concepts and translating them into computer-aided designs. For more information, contact 0738 123 123 or visit our offices in Kingongo, opposite Shell Petrol Station along the Nyeri Nyahururu Highway. RBG Engineering Limited, building the future.
Tatua instant wins na Daka. Multiply bet yako mara 5,000 kila dakika 20. Ukicheza na 20 bob only unavuna $100,000. 40 bob unadaka your 200,000 shillings. Ukicheza na 100 unakamata $500,000. Pia kuna bidhaa za nyumba kama smart TV, fridge, cookers, air fryer, car wash machine, motorbikes, tuk-tuks na marutis to be won. Instant millions to be won daily. Ni rahisi. Ingia kwa M-Pesa, weka paybill number 440440, weka paybill number 150150. Account holder. Amount, weka kati ya shilingi 20 na shilingi 2,000. Get your wins every 20 minutes. Tatua instant wins na Daka.
Mambo vipi my fans? Tunasema kicheko ni dawa. Na sasa GTN TV tunakuletea GTN mtaani. Tutakuwa unakuja hapo mtaani kwako, tunaulizana maswali, tongue twisters, chemsha bongo. Dania na kizungu inaitwaje?
Hiyo itanichenga kidogo.
bila kusahau intelligent meme. Huwa tunaekelea food kwa table juu huwa tunaimeza. Table, meza. Meza, table. Let's do this.
Siko sure Juma ni mwangu wa kizungu hakunieleza hiyo.
Gatho cia mwanya mwiroreri wa GTN TV ndakunyitogeni ori gitukorwo tugithii na mbere. Arutani a JSS gikiro-ini kia interns county-ini ya Embu ni maigite miro yao thi makienda kwandikwo mawira ma gutura ni thirikari. Arutani aya maugite matishokereirie kana matigucokereria irathi-ini angikorwo ruhonge rwa wandikani wa arutani rwa TSC rutigukorwo rukimatambura. Oho maugite makoretwo makiruta wira mari gikiro-ini kia interns miaka maingi ona thengia wao gukorwo mari na itemi inene mathukuru-ini.
I think like they are sourcing money to employers. Money is there. So we are not requesting. This is a demand. It's a command. We want to be confirmed. Or else we are not going to those classes. And we are not happy not going to those classes because we are teachers by profession and with passion. So we are not on these streets because we don't want to be in school teaching. We are here because we are suffering. We are at the edge. It's pathetic for a teacher to be paid 17,000. Not even BOM teachers are being paid 17,000. By the time we are being paid, that money is already out of the pockets. We have debts everywhere. Teachers are being treated with contempt.
County tuko walimu 709, lakini Kenya nzima tuko walimu 1044. That is 44,000. Out of the 44,000 wale ambao tumefanya kazi, kuna wale tumefanya mwaka mmoja na nusu. Saa hii tulianza kazi Januari mwaka wa 2025. Na saa hizi kuna wale wameingia Januari ambako tulikuwa na matumaini ya kuwa tutaajiriwa zote pamoja, lakini koti imeenda kinyume na kile ilikuwa imetanja hapo mbeleni. Tunaomba serikali iingilie.
Give 709 letters to our intern teachers in Embu County because we are not going to allow them to continue suffering with a pay of 17,000.
Not come to us telling us there is no money for 44,000 JSS teachers, and then we see you even employing them BOM teachers who are not even interns. They are not interns, and you are leaving interns out who have worked for this country for all that wrong. We are saying that internship should not be turned into slavery. We cannot work as slaves in our own country, and therefore we are giving a warning that should this continue, then na sisi hatutachoka, tutaendelea kuwa kwa parapara throughout until our right is looked at and we are confirmed. Mogu's power! Puppet power!
Tugithina mbere ni ati thirikari ni hurite njeki arimi a kahua thothaiti-ini ya gatunyu kigio kuria kana na itina cia kahua kuria magunikite na itina cia kahua makirima 30,000 kahua ka Ruiru 11 na taure mwandiki witu Muthoni wa Gitau aratariria miungurwa iyo ya kahua iheanitwo riri kurathi na mbere na kura na mathogora ma kahua kugacira.
Githei-ini kia arimi a kahua gia Gakurari mwena wa Kikio Mugumo-ini gicunjĩ kia ubunge gia Gatanga kaunti-ini ya Murang'a nikuo arimi a thothaiti ya kahua ya Gatunyu Kigio mekinyitie niguo kwamukira itina 20 cia kahua ro murimi ari kahua karia ni muthemba wa Ruiru 11.
Koguo
Mutumia mutongoria gicigo-ini giki niwe Hereni wa Kigia na uria uhoete itina icio cia kahua kuma kuri thirikari atariirie ati thothaiti nyingi cia arimi a kahua Gatanga itikoretwo ikigetha muigana munene wa kahua kumana na kiri ugite ati kahua kaingi gakoretwo koreire migunda-ini na nikio aronire he bata kumamathira kahua ga kuhanda niguo kuongerera muigana ucio.
Koguo ni ndarehe ihua 30,000 iria heanetwo ni thirikari nene na no gucokeria thirikari nene ngatho ni undu wa ku make sure ni mararuta wira wao ria kwagiriire tondu hindi ya ndathie ndahoya na ngaheo ni kuga thirikari yo ina uigire ndu ni marenda gucoka mucie na ni turamera na gitio metikira gucoka migunda-ini nigetha gukorwo na production nene. Chairman wa githii giki ni akorwo gitwira atiriri production ya githii giki ndikoretwo inene na koguo ni ahoya ona ihinda ringi tungiona kahua kangi ni tukumarehere nigetha makorwo magikorwo na uingi wa kahua na kahua gaka getagwo Ruiru 11. Andu matikarehe siasa tondu gaka hindira ndiragirire ni Ruiru 11 na ni kuraga wega na kahota kwigitira kuma ruhuho na ndeitikaga uria mundu angiciria kahua gaitikaga.
Ni uteithio tugeirio ni muikariri giti wa bodi urugamiriri wa thothaiti ya Gatunyo Kigio ari niwe Kiruri wa Kamau akiuga riri kwina mwihoko kahua kau ni gagukura na gakorwo gakiongerera muigana wa magetha mako kuona ati riu ona ni kagite na mathogora.
Production iria tukoretwo nayo nene muno ni 250 na riria turanyitire kahua gaka ni twakenire tondu production itu ni kwambatira na yambatire na kirogi kinene muno. Ningi Mheshimiwa Helen arehe kahua aturehera kahua gaka o hindi iria yagiriire tondu kwina mbura andu mena wendo ona ni marathie na mbere kuhanda ona ni magurite kahua kaingi muno kwoguo riu kahua gaka goka o hindi iria kagiriire ndwano eno twareherwo ni tukumihuthira tucoke tumenyerere kahua karia twinako.
Mwena-ini wa warimi meranire gucokereria wathi mweru wa urimi wa kahua kuona riu ni kagite thogora mwega na murimi ni arakenerera urimi ucio riu magithingata thirikari kumakinyagiria thumu wa bataraitha ora gatene niguo matigage gucererwo gwikira kahua kao.
Muthee Kenyatta niwe wari mugeni wa gitio gikihingurwo 1964 ona korwo production ndikoretwo njega muno ni undu uria marimi marahanaga hau kabere na tondu marihi ni marathie makiagiraga ni tukuona ona urimi wa kahua ni ukwagira na maundu ni mekwagirira na Ngai atuteithia giko kiu gekwo umuthi ni Helen ni giko kia bata muno. Ona gutire mutongoria ungi aria twanakorwo nao uria kagiko kiu mutumia ucieka
murimi wa Gaitegi mahinda-ini maya ni turarima kahua na turanege gututwarithia wega ni undu kahua ni kongereirwo nginya bei turagurirwo 120 na 130 kwoguo urimi ni uguthie wi mwega.
Gituika ni rwa mohoro ma GTN TV kuma Gatanga Murang'a County Njitikaga Muthoni wa Gitau
kwamirire ule niwe president.
Ni thengio Muthoni wa Gitau ni undu wa riboti iyo. Riboti iri iratukinyiria muthia wa mohoro maitu ma thaa 7 hau mangi ni wona cihanda thaa 1 na thaa 3. Kagucokeria ngatho we mwiroreri wa GTN TV ni undu wa guikarania na ithwe haria hothe uri ngakwendithiria muthenya mwega muthenya wiyoirwo ni irathimo. Ni njitagwo Rose Duta.
Thegio mwiroreri wa GTN TV neguthii na mbere na gutwirorera ungikorwo na kiuria